What's going on, everyone? This is Carl, the solution as in the solution to fitness, and today I'm going to share with you 5 different snacks you can have when dieting. Whoa! What's that doing there? Real quick, if you guys haven't checked out my last video, I won 2nd place at the Men's Physique John Kemper competition, and it was last Saturday, and it was my first try, and I'm pretty proud about that. So ever since then, I've been carrying this bad boy around with me everywhere. I just want to say thanks for coming over and complimenting my kitchen. But if you're gonna be staying here for a little while, we gotta go over a couple of more ground rules. One thing I have to say is that we usually. You want to know what he told me?
I'll tell you what he told me.
Seriously, I want you guys to see this because I feel it adds a little bit more validity to the advice that I give you. So I'm a firm believer that what works for me can definitely work for you. With that being said, there are tons of different snacks you can have when dieting. I'm just going to give you 5. And that's what I like about leaning out diets to lose weight. It allows you to be innovative with your ideas on how you cook your meals. Coming up with different recipes for your diet plan. It's showing your creative side, and I love that. With that being said, here are 5 different snacks you can have when dieting. Solid Snake, take it away.
Number 1.
Weight Watchers cakes. These are pretty good. I like these. My favorite is the carrot cake. There's also a lemon one, if these are sold out.
So here's a clear shot of these lovely little pastries. Doesn't this look absolutely delicious? Yum. So, what is so special about these cakes besides the taste? I'll show you. Check out these nutrition facts. Oops, I didn't cut off the top bar. Got a text there. Anyway, the carbs are a little high and it does have some sugar, but it's going to be a lot less than you usually have in a day, especially if you're not really used to dieting. However, check out that fat and sodium. 3 grams of fat and 70 milligrams of sodium. That is really good for a cake like this. Here's a few more flavors here. As you can see, there's a wide variety you can choose from. I would start using this a little towards the beginning of my leaning out diet, just to get my body to ease into the new lifestyle. And you can see here, it's also got a little fiber and low in calories if you can make it out. So this is definitely recommended as a good snack for you to have once that sweet tooth starts to kick in and once you start your diet.
Number 2.
Rice cakes. This is by far one of the best options to get when you are dieting.
So these are rice cakes. Apple cinnamon is my personal favorite flavor. These things are very addicting, and it has a variety of different flavors as well. Now check out these nutrition facts. 0 grams of sodium, 0 grams of fat, 0 grams of cholesterol, and just 11 grams of carbs. That's it. Now, even though it's low in all these facts, it's also low in nutrients. So I would recommend eating it along with something like cottage cheese or peanut butter or maybe even guacamole. This is where your creativeness comes into play. Come up with something healthy that you would enjoy. And the best part is that they're usually pretty cheap.
Number 3.
Granola pumpkin spice seeds. Another awesome snack to have when you're just starting your diet.
Now I said pumpkin spice, but as you can see here, there's a ton of different flavors as well. Pumpkin just happens to be my favorite. These also taste really, really good, and you should have this maybe with some fruit or mixed into your yogurt. I remember one time I was really hungry and I decided to put it in a bowl, poured milk, and made cereal out of it. Now you want to be a little careful with how much of this you eat because it does contain some carbs and fats, so it should be eaten moderately. This is measured by a quarter tablespoon, so don't get too crazy. The thing I like most about this is that it's 0 grams of sodium, which is what I mostly look at when reading nutritional facts. The downside is that it can be pretty expensive, but it's a pretty decent sized bag, so it's not like you're going to run out of it in 2 days after buying it.
Number 4.
Oberlander's gluten-free snacks. I love these.
These are one of my favorite snacks. Picture eating a healthy chocolate chip cookie. Out of everything I mentioned, I think this had the most variety of choices. I remember when I first found out about these, I was looking through these boxes for like 20 minutes trying to decide which one or two that I wanted. Now check out these facts. No, your eyes do not deceive you. In 2 cookies, you're only getting 15 grams of carbs and only 5 milligrams of sodium and 5 grams of fat. Now, if you decide to have one, cut this in half, it's even lower. I have to be real though, the biggest downfall of this snack is the price. Last I checked, it was around $8 a box. So if you got the extra money to spend and really missing your cookies, go for it. The best time for me to have these is during my final week before competition, and I need a very precise amount of carbs. The best thing about these is that it's gluten and wheat free for those who have to watch how much of those they consume. We got different versions of this. I kind of wanted to show you my favorite one though. I hate chocolate, but I'm kind of okay with chocolate chip cookies and Tootsie Rolls. For some reason, that's the only thing I can eat. Don't ask me why, but as you can see here, they're like, if you love chocolate chip cookies, this is a very good alternative. See, it's kind of got that, it's like a little, try to focus here. Like a little cupcake looking thingy, but they taste exactly like chocolate chip cookies. Highly recommended if you want to spend the extra cash. They also have like a version with different kinds of flavors. It's pretty good too, but I like the chocolate chip ones better. They have all different kinds of assortments, but this is the best one. Crumbs.
Number 5. Alright, where's my paycheck?
A cauliflower grilled cheese. This is something I learned from the channel BuzzFeed. I tried it out myself and I really enjoyed it. So the first thing you're going to do is preheat the oven at 450. Then you want to put your cauliflower in the bowl and heat it up. I'm going to say 4 minutes. Then you take the heated cauliflower and put it in the blender. Then you get a paper towel, put the cauliflower on top of it, and squeeze out any moisture that's left in it. Flatten it out. Then you want to take it. Oh man, it's everywhere. Let's put that back in there. Get it in there. Got a big bowl here. Egg. some cheese, shredded cheese. I prefer mozzarella, but this is what I have right now. Get some cheese in there. This is probably the only high sodium you're gonna get. This is like 170 milligrams of sodium every quarter cup. And it's probably one of the best you're gonna find. There probably are better ones, brands of this type of cheese, but that's just what I have right now. And then we're gonna mix it up. Then you get a baking sheet. Get some tin foil on top. And then you flatten this out. Something like that. And I'm gonna throw it in here. And then you just bake until you see that it's pretty goldish, brownish, whatever. This is the cheese that I'm gonna use. This is Sargento ultra thin slices Swiss cheese. This is one of my favorite cheeses to get. Get this. The sodium in 3 slices is only 65 milligrams. That's really good. That's really low. 9 grams of protein. Don't gotta say much about that. So this is the cheese that I would get. So I don't want you to see me putting the Swiss cheese on. I'm gonna put this on top. And maybe a little too much cheese, but let's see how that goes. Be right back. So this is the result you're gonna get. It's a little sloppy right now, but it tastes exactly the same. I like it. I mean, just look how cheesy it is. Look at that. Cheese. But this is an awesome low carb snack for you to have. It also avoids, if you're allergic to wheat, gluten, all those kind of things. This is a good alternative to have. And it tastes, for me anyway, it tastes exactly the same if you make it right. Just like a grilled cheese sandwich. Well guys, that was my 5 different snacks you can have when dieting. I hope you guys liked it. Just because these snacks are low in carbs and fat doesn't mean you should just go chowing down on them. No, slow it down, you oaf. Take it in moderation. Take it only if you have that urge. Like I said, there are tons of different snacks you can have. These are just my personal favorites. Next time when you're shopping, just read the nutrition labels on the back of the items. I would spend an hour, maybe a little bit more than that, at the supermarket just reading these different labels and nutrition facts and coming up with different recipes that I can use for my diet routine. I walk up and down the aisles just reading all the labels, thinking of new recipe ideas that I can use for my diet routine. So next time you're in the supermarket, if you have time, just try that out. You may be surprised what you come up with. Once again, this is Carl the Solution saying if you got a problem, I'll help you solve it. Your wish days are done and your best is yet to come. Pumpkin spice granola seeds. This is something else that you should have when you're just getting off your diet. I'd walk up and down the aisles, just keep reading different granola pumpkin spice seeds. This is something that pumpkin spice granola seeds. One of the other things. Once again, this is Carl the Solution. So next time you're shopping, just read the nutrition labels of the things that you buy. Like, I was in. Oh man, like, shut up with the likes.